Gina. Today I am going to be making healthy beef stroganoff. So I was a little bit leery about this. This is in my husband's book, and it's actually a favorite recipe of everyone's for some reason. So I thought I would give it a try. It is going to be made with the zucchini noodles. So currently I have 1 pound of ground beef over here cooking with some diced onion, and I did put a little bit of fresh garlic in there. The recipe calls for the garlic powder, but I like to use fresh garlic. I will put a little bit of the garlic powder in there yet, but currently I have that on the stove, and I'm going to, because it is just about cooked, I am going to add my mushrooms. This is probably about a cup of mushrooms to it, so I'm just going to put it in here and then let them kind of soften up in the meat mixture here. So that'll take a couple minutes. Okay, so now I have the mushrooms added to the beef and onion mixture. So I am going to start with the other ingredients that are going to go into our in our beef. So I'm gonna start with 1/2 cup of mayo. Get that all scraped out of there. And then it's going to be 1/2 cup of sour cream. Got 1 teaspoon of ground mustard. I'm going to stick that in there. And then I am just going to add a little bit more of the garlic powder. It calls for a teaspoon, being that I put real fresh garlic in with the meat mixture. I'm just not going to use as much. And then we're going to mix this all together. Make sure that all gets in there good. All right, and then last thing we're going to put in there is 1/2 cup of, I guess, beef broth. It says beef boiling. I don't know. I just put in 1/2 cup of that. We're just going to mix it right up in here. So get that mixed up in there. Looks very interesting, doesn't it? I do promise you that this tastes really good. Okay, so now that I have this all blended together, I'm just going to add this right into the meat mixture, right? It looks weird. This is going to cook for about 15 minutes. I promise it'll thicken up a little bit as well once that's cooking in there. So, all right, we'll let that sit and then we'll get to our noodles. So for our noodles, we're using zoodles. So this is zucchini. It calls for 4 zucchinis. Now, if you have a food processor, like the kind that you can make your zoodles on your own, you can make it, you can use a like a slicer thing that you go back and forth with. The noodles kind of are a little bit thicker. I like them like this. I did buy mine. You can find these in the produce department at the grocery store too. So today I just bought them. You want to make sure that you're going to take most of the moisture out of these as well. So kind of soak them on a paper towel or whatever to get that moisture out. But all we're going to do is we're going to put these in a pan with a little bit of olive oil, and then we're going to let them soften up as well. Okay, so as you can see, our beef stroganoff is complete. It looks super delicious, and I promise you it tastes super delicious. This one recipe, once again, is in my husband's book. It's called Get Your Lean On. It's on page 123. It seems to be a popular recipe with everybody, so I certainly hope that you enjoy it, and I thank you so much for watching the video and ask you to subscribe if you enjoyed it and want to continue seeing more of my recipes. Thank you so much.